Yeah, first and foremost, I'm Daniel Formado, reporting on World of Sport around Africa and Europe. So I'm just excited because it's Christmas, festive mood. We are in Christmas mood. Today is 21, of December, and I think every Christians are waiting, for the day, just the mood, like to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ as usual. So and then, I just want to talk about sport, about football, which is so dear to me, and most football lovers around the world. So I wish everybody Merry Christmas, in advance. Hopefully, the joy of Christmas will not depart from all of us around the world in the name of Jesus. And then, moreover, I'm talking about football, because the excitement is going to commence very soon in Cote d'Ivoire, the city of Abidjan. It designated for the Nations Cup. They have the hosting right, so they are hosting the Cup of Nation again, and then you could remember the last edition, Senegal beat Egypt. Senegal is African champion in 2021, and then we don't know who's going to be the champion come February, February 11. That's when the final is going to take place in city of Abidjan. And then, not to forget, because I just want to talk about the match between Cote d'Ivoire, their opening game, and Guinea Bissau, which is, 13th of January, So Cote d'Ivoire have a very strong team. And not to forget about their manager, the coach, we have Didi Drogba, one of the best attacker during his heydays in Chelsea. He also played, in Marseille, in France, where he shined before coming to Chelsea and also did very well, winning a lot of laurel, for himself and for the club. So, an African Football of the Year. So, Didi Drogba is the manager of Cote d'Ivoire. So, it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a tournament full of actions, fully packed of actions. I think we are going to experience another excitement in this Nations Cup, which is coming up in Abidjan in Cote d'Ivoire. So you can see the last edition was fantastic. Also in Cameroon, they have good facilities, and I know the facilities in Abidjan is in good shape. The stadium, the arena, the pitch, I think everything, they are ready for this biennial tournament, which is coming up in Cote d'Ivoire. So I just want to, be brief with the match between Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea Bissau. And I also mention about other group, from group A, B, C, D, E, F, some teams whom I think we get to the second round of 16, and not to forget about, the best two teams automatically will go to round of 16. And then we'll have the best four, that is the third team will also join, the best fourth team. That's if you do very well, that is you have good point, you will join the other top two teams to play in the round of 16. So it's going to be a lot of excitement. It's going to be a lot of excitement, in this 2024. And then if you can remember, the Nations Cup have been clashing with European leagues, so which is really affecting African players. Moreover, the European managers, not finding it difficult, because in most cases it's hard for them, to release African players. When they come, they lose their place in their team. Moreover, a lot of things happen, So, but if you remember, this Nations Cup, normally the CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, in CAF meeting, their summit, whatever, the Nations Cup supposed to take place June, July, during the, after the European League, which will have been a benefit for the African players and players playing in Europe, especially. So, but why is it like that? Is because during that time, in Africa, we have a climate, where there's rainy season, so it's really affecting us. So I think they shift it to January, February, when we have a little bit of harmattan, because we are going through the Christmas period, December, and going to January, we have the climate change, the weather, because we have cool temperature as well. So, but moreover, for me, I can just say, like even like the Qatar 2022 World Cup, you can see that it was they build um, you know AC air condition in the stadium in Qatar. Most stadiums carry AC because we have 42 degree. It's too hot in Qatar. In Middle East. So I'm looking that direction. What can be done in African football? Because if we are playing the Nations Cup, this Nations Cup actually is for 2023 before it shifted to 2024. It's 2023 June, July. So can the Africans, the Confederation of African Football, you know, the people working with CAF, what can they do? Like to make this, each countries in Africa, I think we should have our own stadium, like, covered. So if our stadium can be covered, during the rainy season, June, I think it's going to be a good idea. I don't see the reason why. Maybe if Qatar can put air condition, to cover their stadium in Qatar, though the economy, I know they are rich, whatever, but I think Africans, many countries in Africa, we also rich, and we can also do the same thing. We can also, cover our stadiums, maybe to have the tournament played every June, July, where the stadium will be covered, so there will be no raining. There's no rain that's gonna, to stop the games or to distract the games. So I think this should be put into consideration, the African, football. So if CAF can decide on this, and if the countries, each government can assist the football to make sure the stadiums are being covered, so that our tournament can be hosting at the right time, June, July, when we have the players free from European leagues. So that's it at the moment. Then quickly, I want to just review about the groups. We have the group A. We have Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea Bissau. This a group. I think it's a very strong group when you talk about Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. And not to forget Equatorial Guinea. These teams are not teams to push over. They are ready for the Nations Cup. And we move to Group B. We have Egypt, we have Ghana, we have Cape Verde, and Mozambique. And Egypt is a strong side. We also have Ghana, who have strong team. They have players like Kudus, who is doing well. They are Bedi Peleson, a lot of good players from Ghana. And then Group C, we have Senegal. They are the African champion. We have Cameroon, who's also a good team. They have great players. We have the guy who played with Napoli, Guiza, Napoli with Victor Osimhen. And then we have Guinea. We also have Gambia in the team. And then not to forget about Group D, where we have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, and Angola. So this is a wonderful group. Also, we have great team. Algeria is good. Burkina Faso, not to forget about Angola. So we'll see Mauritania, their surprises in this tournament. And then Group E, we have Tunisia, we have Mali, we have South Africa, and Namibia. This is another group, strong group. The Malian are not a pushover, and not to forget about South Africa and also Tunisia. So it's going to be explosive in Group E. And then I move to Group F, where we have Morocco, we have DR Congo, we also have Zambia and Tanzania. So these are, the groups. They will have fantastic teams who have been doing well in this tournament in the previous years. And then the top two from each group, we just qualify automatic. That's the top two. And then the four best third place team, we also advance to the round of 16. So, that's just for this tournament, the 24 teams. So everybody's getting prepared for this tournament. And then we have the stadiums, which in my video I did before. We have top stadiums like Bimpe Felix Hope Stadium, who's going to host the first game between Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea Bissau. And not to forget about Alassane Ouattara Olympic Stadium. And we also have Stade de la Paix, Bouaké Stade, Amadou Gon Coulibaly. And then we have Kologu Charles Konambani Stadium. And we have, that's in Yamoussoukro. And we have Laurent Pokou Stadium, San Pedro. So those are the stadiums that's going to host this tournament, this Benin tournament. This is 34 edition of this Nations Cup. So that's what I've got. In the world of sport. Then we hope Nigerian Super Eagles will be playing against Equatorial Guinea. That is 14th of January. So what will be for Super Eagles of Nigeria? So I hope they will be ready to tackle the Equatorial Guinea. So Cotevoire and Guinea Bissau opening game. So the Didi Drogba team will be playing in front of their home crowd. So we hope and we'll see what will happen. So I'll still remain yours in sport, Daniel Formado, and I wish you Merry Christmas. As you can see, I'm just with my Christmas cap. It's Xmas. So I just have to put these in most of my videos I'm gonna do. Most times I'm gonna put it for this festive period, for us to the excitement of Christmas. Then so that's it for now. So I hope to update you more on African football and European football and football soccer around the world. So I'm Daniel Formado. Peace out.